ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಮೆನ್, ಮಾನ್ಯರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೇ, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಶುಭೋದಯ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಅ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. So today I have a very special bike, keys to the special bike in my hand, and it is one of the first bikes in India to be on the roads. Say hello to the all new Royal Enfield Guerilla 450. What a bike, man. Look at this bike. You know, it looks, for me, when I saw the bike for the first time yesterday evening, it looks exactly, very similar to a Ducati Scrambler. Look at this. Woo! Just like a Ducati Scrambler it looks. Too good. Now let's do a quick walk around of the bike. Now before I begin riding the bike and giving you the overview and walk around the bike, let me give you a precursor to this. So I've been riding this bike since yesterday evening around 6-7 o'clock, and I have clocked about 120 to 130 odd kilometers, and this video is after riding the bike. So before you go ahead and make comments that you have not ridden the bike, I have ridden the bike for good 150 kilometers, and now let's start with the walk around. Let's start from the front of the bike. So this is how the bike looks from the front. This, I don't know the exact naming of the color, but it is red, yellow and black shade. Personally, I like the white and blue color, looks too good. This looks equally good, but then so let's start. So again, this bike has the same 450's liquid cooled Sherpa 450 engine, but it feels very different, guys. I'll talk more about it once I start riding the bike. And so this is how the front of the bike looks. It looks like a Ducati Scrambler. So coming to the tires, they have given 120 section 17-inch tires, and in the rear they have given 160 section 17-inch tires again. So this one is 120 70 17, and this is a 160 this is a 160 60 17 inches tire. So this is how the bike looks. This is the engine side. The foot pegs, now it's metallic and very well finished bike, guys. This one, Royal Enfield have come a long way with their fit and finish, and this looks very clean. There's a badging here, Guerilla 450. Muffler, I like personally on the Himalayan as well, and this as well. I think it's almost the same. It's very sleek muffler. How the bike looks from this side. Again, there's a badging here, Guerilla 450. The dash is exactly from the Himalayan, and using this analog stick here, you can control the dash. Trip 1, trip 2, fuel range, fuel consumption and all that. This is your ignition switch. This here is your hazard light, and this is the mode button. So the bike, again, as the Himalayan, comes with 2 different riding modes. So comes with LED indicators, LED headlight. Now that's the quick walk around. Let's start riding the bike. As soon as I come near the bike, the first thing I notice is how short the ride height is. In comparison with the Himalayan, it's very short. it's not that tall, so you can completely flat foot. Me being around 5'9", 5'10", I can completely flat foot both the legs. It's very good. It's very comfortable to ride, and it's a roadster, so that's how it's supposed to be. Now let's fire up the engine. Says Guerilla. It goes up to 9,000 rpm. This is how you start the bike. Okay, the bike has started. Let it idle. So let me talk about the switch control. There's a home button here, which you can use to go back to the home and stuff. This is the high beam, and this is for the dim and dip. This is the indicator button. This is the horn, and this is the stick used to control the dash, as I told earlier in the walk around. So you can see here trip 1, trip 2 and all that. This is the kill switch, engine kill switch. This is the mode button, and used to change the dash. Hey, first things first, as soon as you start riding this bike, what you notice is how light the bike is and how flickable the bike is. Very light, guys. It feels, personally, as soon as I started riding the bike yesterday, I felt it didn't feel like a 450cc Royal Enfield. It felt like I'm riding a Splendor or any 100cc bike. It is very light. It is very, very light. Take my word for this, it is very light. And one more thing I liked about this bike is how tractile. Now I am in 5th gear and I am going at 40. No knocking at all. Absolutely no knocking. That is the one characteristic of Sherpa engine I like, even on this and the Himalayan 450. One gear down and the bike pulls. Now, since this is a very new bike, it's a brand new bike, guys, I don't want to take it too aggressive, but if you aren't already following on my Instagram, yesterday I put up a story saying I have 3 words for this bike: agile, aggressive and fearless. I personally feel this bike is perfect for city and the streets. It is so flickable, I just can't put it in words. You need to ride it to understand what I mean. Now, I don't want to bore you guys with all the technical details. I personally don't like too much technical details in any video review of a bike I'm watching. So for me to judge a bike, as in all my other review videos, I judge the bike on 3 major factors, the 3 important most required factors: acceleration, braking and clutch. So let's start that, looking for a clean patch so that I can show you guys the acceleration. 3, 2, 1. Goes to 120 in a breeze, guys. Goes to 120 in a breeze. And mind you, when I'm saying this, it feels very, very different from a Himalayan 450. Now, most of you, even me, until yesterday I rode this bike, when they said it has the same 450 engine as the Himalayan 450, I was like, how much different can this bike be from the Himalayan? But you need to trust me on this before you ride the bike. It feels, and it is very, very, very different from the 450. You just have to ride it to experience it. I mean, look how flickable this bike is. I mean, Himalayan is flickable but not as easy. I mean, in the city traffic you'll have to look left, right before you flick the bike. But this one, oh, just take it and you flick it left, right, center. It's crazy, guys. Next comes to the braking. So the typically average good speeds to maintain in Indian roads is around 80. Now let me pick up the bike to 80 to 100. So let me pick up the bike to that speed and then let's make a braking. Now I am in 100. I know you can't see the dash because of the shutter speed of the GoPro not matching with the bike screen's shutter speed. I am in 100 speed. Woo! Nice braking, guys. I mean, Royal Enfields, since I reviewed the Himalayan 450, I have only one thing to say: Royal Enfields have come a long way in comparison with the Classic I had. I have a Classic 350, and when I ride that bike I get nightmares, guys. Now when I think about it, I was like, how did I ride this bike? Come such a long way, no jerks while you're braking, and you have that confidence when you're braking that the bike will stop. That makes you push the limits of the bike. Next is the clutch. The clutch is light, it's not very hard, it is a light clutch. See, I can operate in 2 fingers. 1 finger is difficult, but 2 fingers you can easily operate. But one thing I have in comparison with the Himalayan 450 is that the clutch of this bike feels a bit hard in comparison with the 450. Now I'm not sure whether it has got something to do with the clutch adjustment, which I believe it is, because I think right now it's at around 70% play point, wherein I leave the clutch at 70% and the bike starts moving. Once you make it to 50, I think it becomes a bit more light. But yeah, I noticed that because I've been riding the Himalayan 450, so I noticed that. But the engine braking is just crazy, and no vibrations in the clutch whatsoever. Even in my Himalayan, when I hold the clutch, you feel that little vibration, but this clutch and the gearbox is smooth. It feels like a Japanese gearbox and a Japanese engine. And the engine, so I met my friend Harshit. If you don't know Harshit, you need to watch more of my videos. So he rode the bike before me on a quick test spin, and what he said as soon as he got off the bike was smooth as butter. The engine is just so smooth. Even when I shift gears, third gear, see, I'm not even holding, it's that smooth, guys. The engine is brilliant. Personally, I don't know if I said this before in any video, but I like the Sherpa 450 engine even better than the twin 650. Now there's a lot of debate on this, even with me and my friend Rohit as well. Rohit, again, if you don't know, need to watch more of my videos. Thanks to him, I got to ride this bike today, courtesy of Acclaim Motors Yelahanka. Now if you want to test ride this bike, or if you want to see this bike in full glory, head out to Acclaim Motors, link in the description below, their Instagram channel description in the below. They also have a riding club which I am a part of, and I ride only with that club. So join if you want to ride with me, join the club. Let's be a part of a brotherhood and let's ride more often together. So thanks to him, I got this bike to review and ride. Now if you are looking for a top speed and all, you need to wait for a couple more videos, because this is a brand new bike, guys. I don't want to abuse it. I mean, it's literally brand new. They got the bike yesterday, they launched it yesterday, and then late noon I took it. I was like, I want the bike and I want to show you guys the bike, so let's took it. One day, a lot of bikes. And one more thing I want to tell about this bike is it's an eye grabber, guys. So since I don't know if it's because a brand new bike and there's no number board as such, but wherever I went and I stopped, people had a stare. Also comes with a Type-C charger where you can charge your phones. And again, with this dash, you need not connect your phone to the handlebar. You can just put maps on your phone and it will show up on the dash here. I used it when I went on my last ride and it was very surprisingly good. So you can save your iPhones and Samsungs and many other phones optical image stabilization. Before I end the review, I want to give you 3 things that I love most about this bike and 3 things I don't like so much about this bike. So first, let's start with the positive likes. I like how agile the bike is, how aggressive the bike is, and the ride height of the bike is just too good, guys. I mean, I think anyone at the height of 5'5", 5'6" can ride the bike easily. That is one point. The aggressive or the agility of the engine, I like that very, very much. And the third thing I like the most is, again, got to interrelate with the other two, how flickable this bike is. Very flickable, I like that. So for city traffic and all, it's too good. Now the 3 things I don't so like about this bike. First, even on the Himalayan 450 and even on this, I don't like this navigation stick which is used to control. It is very swiddly, guys. I mean, with bare hands you can manage to control it, but when you're wearing thick gloves, good riding gloves, it becomes very difficult and you'd rather not control it. Second thing I didn't like about this bike is, again, the mirrors. It is not, I don't know if it's the placement issue or what, but I don't like the visibility of the mirrors, so I didn't like that. So third thing I don't like about this bike is when I'm saddling, You see this? It becomes difficult to lock the bike. There's no place, if I don't know if you can see or what, there's no place to lock the bike. So I feel it becomes a bit difficult during saddling. So I don't like that. I hope they come up with an accessory or a handlebar riser or a different handlebar to make it very, very off-road friendly. So those were the three things I had to literally pinpoint and pick to not like about this bike. Were the three things I liked and I disliked about the bike. Now, one more good thing I loved about this bike is it comes with tubeless alloy wheels. It's going to save you a lot of hassles. I have never personally been stranded in the middle of the road because of a puncture, but I know how difficult it is. So this will give you a lot of peace in that aspect.
Hi Fred, man.
Hello.
Is the height, sitting height as much as the Hunter or it is lower than?
It's lower than the Hunter.
It's lower than the Hunter.
It's lower than the Hunter.
Don't mind.
Hey, please.
I just want to.
You want to take a spin? You can.
No spin. I just want to see the ride height.
It is lower than the Hunter. Very flickable.
Oh, nice. And with this power, it is amazing, huh?
It's more aggressive and more agile.
Short wheel.
Yeah. And it's lighter by 17 kilos.
Lovely, huh? I like the color what you picked.
So I'll end the walk around and the first ride review at this point. Hope you like this video. You know what to do. Give it a like, comment down your thoughts, or if you have any kind of questions or queries regarding this bike or anything in general, DM me or comment down below and share this video with all the motorcycle enthusiasts. I'm gonna come up with a very, very new video, very interesting video on the same bike again very, very soon. Until then, take care, ride safe, stay safe, always wear protective gear when you're riding, and see you in the next one. Ta-ta.